Okay, now we're better. This microphone mutes itself every so often for no reason. God forbid it work as it should have sound now. It's not like I have anything interesting to say. Okay. We got 7 people here. I hate how there's a little delay, although I guess that's inevitable. I don't know who Jared is. Yeah. Hey Gills, that's really funny. I don't know why I 47. Mine only says 7. Oh, now it says 40. The interview with Owen is going to be on Tuesday. I'll be repeating that, I'm sure, several times through this live stream at 12:30 p.m. Eastern, live at gasdigitalnetwork.com/live, and then it gets uploaded to iTunes and YouTube Wednesday night at midnight, or technically Thursday morning. So I wanted to get people's opinions and thoughts ahead of time because I know there's a lot of Owen fans. Um, I obviously am an Owen fan and friend. He's a great guy. I always enjoy our conversations. But I haven't always been keeping because he's not on Twitter. Um, I haven't been always keeping up with what's been going on with him, and it feels like there's always someone who's attacking him. So I was just hopeful that maybe people can give me some um, things that they want to have asked, and or things I should know about. Owen's always awesome. There's Lisa. There's no collection here. I don't even know what other collections I have. That's not true. I have a lot of action figures. Um, a lot of them unpackaged. Yeah. So, it's 100. It's interesting. You're seeing a number that I'm not seeing. Mine says 84, base 04. It says 84 watching. Um, I wonder why you see a different number than I do. Now it says 100. No, 109, 107. Huh. I did see Chris Hayes' rape tweet, and I replied to it very, very harshly. If you look, it's pretty funny, actually. I see 100 even. So it's interesting how. Have you ever dated a Mormon person? I don't think so. I think that would be rough. I think that would be really rough. Now it says 115. That's pretty good for 3 minutes. Look at that number go up. I'm just clicking over quickly to. Uh, um, I knew Cernovich was going to retweet this. I knew it. Okay, good. Because Sasquatch sighting experience. Yeah, it's Owen is my Sasquatch sighting experience. Also, Ralph Sutton, who runs Gas Digital, is um, kind of a Sasquatch. Um, so what? I was not going to do this at all. Okay. I'll tell you guys this story. This will be kind of interesting. I went out yesterday with a couple of buddies of mine. I had my first beer in a year, maybe. Uh, I'm not a drinker. I don't like drinking, but I'm not an AA or anything like that. I just don't. I get hungover very easily. But there were, um, I like trying new things, and there's something called smoked beer. And once I heard about it, I'm like, all right, I'm a hipster. I have to find out about it. So I was on Google, Googling frantically. It's almost impossible to find. There's smoked. Cody Wilson arrested in U.S. Will he get a fair trial in U.S.? I think his trail will be very unfair. It'll be just like Al Capone. It's going to be, we can't get him for this other stuff, so we're going to get him on this and make an example out of this. I don't see how there's any other way around it. They're going to do everything they can to throw the book at him. He was so defiant, he's going to be an example of. There's absolutely no doubt in my mind. Uh, so, what was I saying? Okay, so smoked beer. And how it's made is they smoke the barley and then they make beer out of it. I went to Rattle and Hum, which is this amazing. It's not a big bar. It's often crowded, and it's got a fratty atmosphere, like things I really hate. Um, and but they have an amazing beer menu, like from all over the world and all this other stuff. They had it's called like Reich beer. It's like this one specific brand. I get there, it's $12 for the bottle, fine. And the waitress is like, "Oh, we can't find the bottle," and I'm like, "God damn it, it's on the fucking menu." They found the bottle, and it smells like bacon, but not like bacon bacon. It smells like bacon flavoring. You know how some things are bacon flavored, they don't actually literally taste like bacon? That's what it smells like. And the taste, it has a subtle um, smoky note to it, which and it's kind of a dark, slightly bitter beer, which I like. I don't like light beer. I like my favorite beers are stouts and like Newcastle. And it was really good. And my friend tried something which looked cool in the menu, then it turned out it was dogfish. But it was salty and sour. It was just like a squash. What was it called? Let me tell you exactly, because it was really interesting. Um, Dogfish, salty, because it was made with like limes, sea quench ale, and apparently they made it in conjunction with the National Aquarium, so that's why it tasted salty. It was very clever. So it was made with black limes. I've never heard of black limes before. Lime juice and sea salt. So basically, they were trying to make it into like a margarita in beer form. It was really strange, but really, I couldn't drink the whole thing. It's much better than regular sour beers, which I find horrible. But the saltiness was really, really cool. So I love it when people are trying to be innovative with clothing or with food or anything like that. So I was really appreciative of that. Let me see what a black lime is. Oh my god, it's a dried lime. So that's why they call it black limes. Okay, just like black garlic is just a kind of garlic that's been made something else. Okay, got it. So that's pretty cool to talk about. Um, oh god, Will Wilkinson, are you kidding me? Do you like porters? Yeah, porters are next door to stouts, so I absolutely do like porters, but stouts are by far my favorite. Um, yeah, 162. Okay, that's pretty cool. Um, okay, so what else can we talk about? It's funny. You guys wanted me to do a live stream, and then what's ESB? I don't know what that is. Um, you guys wanted me to do a live stream, and I don't know that I have anything to say. I've been spending all day copy editing the book, not copy editing, excuse me, doing the the sponge is not here. The sponge is secured at the compound. Uh, extra special better. Yeah. The reason I really want to get that smoked beer is because I had smoked gin at Kumia's house that I brought, and it was so uh different tasting and unique and awesome. I'm like, all right, this is gonna be good in a beer form as well. I showed you all my soaps. My favorite stout, I would say, is Mother's Milk. The worst, I don't eat. Kinsella, what are you doing here, man? Okay, Stefan Kinsella. Let me tell you guys about Stefan Kinsella. Someone whose name I won't mention goes to Bodrum, Turkey, and we go to I just looked at the photo today on my phone, and we go to this like Chinese slash Japanese restaurant, and he ordered shrimp fried rice. Have you ever tried marijuana? Oh no, that's terrible. I would never, ever do something like that. What the fuck am I watching? A Descent into Madness with CDs behind me. Uh, I like how you guys are. I get the hangout thing that like this is a live stream, but you guys get to chat with each other. Christopher Hitchens is great. I think I have a book of his in reach. I think I do. No, I don't. I put it somewhere. No one left to lie to. Well, you ordered sushi that sucked. Yeah, Kinsella, if I'm in Turkey and a Muslim country, I want to see what the sushi's like. We're on the Aegean Sea. Shrimp fried rice always kind of sucks. So, yeah. I that turntable was a fan sent it in. Let me give him a shout out again because it was so cool of him. And let me read you the email he wrote. He sent it to Ali. Uh, hold on. I was like, this guy really gets the show. He goes, John Herbert, I want to thank him again. I think it will display the sponge gracefully while annoying guests tremendously. And that is the goal, to be slightly annoying at all times, just enough that people don't know if it's on purpose or not. That is beautiful. So I was very. He got it. Oh, we gotta. I don't think sea monkeys are technically Artemia selena. I think they're a different varietal of that. So you might have to change your name or picture over there. Um, yeah, Kinsella and I had a lot. The sponge does have a name, but I'm not allowed to say what it is because it's an inside joke. So, by the way, I didn't shave, but the beard fund did not work. I didn't. We did not manage to raise the grand for the beard time. Now, I think your fans should be called the Sponges. It's a good double entendre. They're called Dear Readers. Come on, let's get with the program. So, yeah, tell me. Is it the N word? um, don't call him Un. His name is Kim or Jong Un. Read the book. If you do this and Twitter dies, everyone cool is here. Is that true? Oh yeah, I guess everyone's gonna come over here, um, to do this. I said pogrom. God damn it, Mott. New York Oceanographic. I don't know what that means in this context. We're all sponge worthy. Yeah. Who's the dumbest resistance actress? I haven't been following it that much. Turkey was amazing. Okay, so Turkey, I had the best time. The only issue was the flight, and even that was fine. Like, I think, honestly, I can see how a 12-hour flight is better than a 4-hour flight. Because then you're committed and you're not kind of in between. You can get comfortable and sleep and whatever. Uh, so I adored it. The climate was amazing. The giant street dogs were so fun. Kinsella is great, great company. Um, uh, I mean, you could just walk around. The people are cool, attractive. It was just, I mean, I can't say enough positive things about it. It was cheap. Um, but I mean, they have nice. You could go to nice stores. I got a. You guys want to see the shirt I got from Turkey? It's in the living room. Will Hoppa ever come to Hoppa Hour? That was the first question I asked him was about Hoppa Hour, by the way. So that was a lot of fun interviewing Hoppa. I also got to ask him. Okay, I got to ask him. I forgot which one of you wanted me to ask him. I did ask Hoppa. When Hoppa says that communists have to be physically removed, does he mean that as a verb, or does he mean that as an adjective? Meaning, are they going to be like literally picked up and ejected, or do they have to be physically distant from non-communists? So yeah, that is question was asked during my interview with Hoppa, which I think is going to air October 5th. Let me just double check that. Let me tell you who I've got queued up in case. I have Owen obviously on Tuesday, then Kurt Schlichter, then Hoppa the 9th of October. It's only going to run. Then I got Sargon, and I think on the 23rd I'm going to try to get Gorka, Sebastian Gorka, who is a badass and mean. And I did ask, Owen is not going to be in the studio. He's going to be on a Skype-like program. So, yeah, Sargoy. That's pretty funny. I just saw he was on Crowder, and also Matt Iceman gave me a shout out on Crowder, which is really fun. Iceman is going to be on my show. I already know what I'm going to do with him. It's going to be really funny. He is like the best sport ever. He's going to be on my show on the 18th of October. So that's going to be awesome. I love talking to him. He is so exuberant, and I got to add that to my calendar. It just brings a smile to my face. So, yeah. By the way, I'm going to do this before the Sargon interview, and you guys could tell me questions to ask him, because I know a lot of people do not like him at all. I don't know anything about him, like almost anything, other than I think his name is pretty cool. So, and I know that he calls himself a radical centrist. So I'm definitely going to hit you guys up for questions and for what I should research. I know Meteker did a whole video for him, but I don't know how I'm going to watch. I don't know anything about Bert throwing Owen on the bus. I'm going to have to ask Owen about that, and I'm going to ask you guys about that. Like, I do not know what is going on with that stuff at all. Yeah, you should get Donald Trump on the... Oh, Matt Hughes just was at Trump in the Oval Office. I mean, like, so many people I know are 1 degree separation away. How the fuck was Lionel in the White House? Jesus Christ. I mean, what do I got to do, man? Oh, that guy T? Okay, maybe I'll watch that one. Junior retweeted me a couple times. He doesn't follow me. Um, I don't know who Matt Jarbo is. Got 200 people are watching me. Have nothing to say. Oh, Lionel was the +1. Okay, I feel a lot better. Adam Curry has not responded. I am always dripping a monster. Wait, I have to lift, I always lift up things too low. Matt Hughes was in Gavin didn't play golf with Trump. That's a lie. Let me see this. No way. And you misspelled his name. I don't know anything about the Chapo Trap House guys at all. At all. Maybe back in the day. I thought you meant recently. Yeah. Yeah, Matt is. It was great. Oh my god, it was so great seeing Matt. He was on, um, in town for. I talked about this on Nightshade. He was in town to do his documentary. UFC had a documentary about him being hit by a train. He was in town to see that. I actually gave him one of my shirts. He didn't have an undershirt because he's such a country boy and it fit, but it's because it's a little stretchy. Uh, huh. Well, Whitney Cummings is terrible. Like she's not funny at all. Bert Kreischer, I don't know. I know he was on Kumia's show not that long ago, last couple of weeks. I don't know who Pretend Redneck guy is. I'll ask Owen about them. I know he's been going ham on them too as a response. Oof. What can I talk about? Yeah, lots of women are funny. What's her name? Uh, the one with the what's her name? Zena Bash. She's hilarious. Oh, Theo Vaughn. Do I know that name? Who's Theo Vaughn? Why do I know that name? Is Theo Vaughn on? I know that name for some reason. Theo Vaughn. Oh, oof. Who is this? Oh God, he's from Road Rules. Theo Vaughn. Why do I know him? I must have some kind of Venn diagram with him. Whoa, 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 whoa. Joe Rogan and Jason. Okay. Possibility of getting Tucker on the show 0. Um. Because the thing is with Fox people, you have to go through their I forgot what the term is called, their office to get people. So it's a whole fucking pain in the ass. Even Kennedy. It's just annoying. You have to go through a process. Rogan is a douchebag. Don't do his show. Rogan's not a douchebag. I would definitely do his show again. Why do you guys? I don't know why you guys want me. Oh God, Fran Lebowitz. My fan would be my my ultimate gets Camille Paglia, which is probably gonna happen. Fran Lebowitz, I would kill to get. I don't know who Joe Roman is. Who's Joe Roman? Let's look him up. I was not on the alternative internet map. I thought I was not on it. Joe Roman. Who is this guy? Oh, okay. I do like my biology. Alternative internet map. Can someone link me to this alternative internet map? I don't think I was on it. Is that the one where like Gavin was on and that guy T and blah blah blah? So I've asked Coulter repeatedly. She won't reply. I'm not on it. Yeah, okay. Even though she signed her book to me to my friend Michael Malice here, so she knows who I am. But you can't comment on here. Yeah, you can. What do you? That guy T. I don't even know who he is really, other than he exists. Isn't he black, or is that somebody else? Yeah, okay. Yeah, he's worked with Fee before. Does he follow me? No, he doesn't even follow me. He's not following me. I'm not fucking inviting him my show. Absolutely. Wish you had talked about anarchy on Rogan. I did. I just didn't use the word. The guy, Stefan Molyneux. Where do you read? I don't know what you mean. DC 100%. It's not even a question. I've been a DC aficionado since my first comic book. Well, my third comic book in 1985. There was no era of fear in Turkey at all. John Kennedy Toole, I don't know who that is. Oh, Confederacy of Dunces. No, I'm not a fan. I haven't read it though, but I have no interest in reading it. Pellegrino follows me and on Twitter. He has an open invitation. I would kill to get Brady Stenellis, of course. I do not play World of Warcraft at all. I don't know what's going on here. A lot of these questions, I just reveal my ignorance and how absolutely limited my worldview is. Ugh. My audio's low. This is as high as it gets, so. I met Michael Humer. No, I saw him speak at Porkfest. I didn't talk to him. I am taller than Tom Woods, yes. You should. I'm not big on debating. Colin Flaherty. I don't want the video to be demonetized instantly. Oh, okay. I'll definitely ask Owen about the Norm Macdonald thing. Jordan Peterson, I don't think knows who I am. Alex Jones refused to an interview for the book. I don't wear sunglasses. So what has been going on with? How are you able to drink a big old monster, go to sleep a reasonable hour? I don't know. I go to sleep at 2, so I've got 4 hours before I go to bed. Now that that's done, it's going to be over to the Kool-Aid. Is the Daily Wire much better than National Review? Much better. It's not even a question. You're welcome for the... Oh, thank you for that, Coles. Yeah, I got a shirt. I wore it this week. It was the apricot shirt that I wore on Thursdays, and you're welcome. On Nightshade, excuse me. Alex is in my book, but he wouldn't interview for it. So, yeah. Jordan Peterson has not mentioned me. I'm sure if he mentioned me, people pointed out to me. Is there a better news site than Daily Wire? Yeah, Nightshade. Lone conservative are not this generation's National Review. They have their moments. Yeah, who's funnier, Kumi or Gavin? Fuck. Who's funnier, Kumi or Gavin? It might be Gavin. The most trustworthy news site is obviously InfoWars. Come on. But they're funny in different ways. Cody's in my book. Yes, Cody Wilson's in my book. I do switch my fragrance at the start of every season. But they're funny in very different ways. How would you define anti-Semitic speech? Someone who feels the need to ask Jews about anti-Semitism. And when it has nothing to do with anything they talk about. So that's going to be hidden. I haven't listened to a lot of Anthony, though, to be fair. When I'm on with him, it gets a little serious because I'm a fucking buzzkill. Gavin is the kind of... See, here's how it is. If you're sitting with... Kinsella. Yes, I'm going to go back on Joe Rogan, of course. If I was on... Fuck, you made me lose my train of thought because I'm so fried from doing this book. And my sleep is only caught up today. That's true. Here's the difference between Gavin and Kumia. Yeah, if you want to super chat me, would you rather questions, I'll ask Owen. The difference between Kumia and Gavin is if you're hanging out with Anthony, it's a conversation, like one-on-one, like off camera. right? Anthony's not really on. He's just laid back and he's having conversation. Gavin gives monologues, which are with if you hear that about anyone, you want to shoot them, right? Like this person just does monologues. Gavin does monologues that are fucking amazing at a party. He just stands there talking, and you're like, holy shit. And he doesn't change his expression, so he's hitting you and hitting you and hitting you with these punchlines, and you're dying, and he's just like being very matter of fact about it. So it's just absolutely hilarious. So he's funnier in that regard. Uh, so, yeah, but at the same time, yeah, when Anthony's on, it's just insane. It's like insane. So, I mean, it's hard to compare them to. I mean, they're both absolutely, absolutely hilarious. And also, who's really funny is Dave Landau. I thought he did a great job guest hosting. Um, uh, what you would call it, Nightshade. By the way, Ethan Van Sciver is one of my favorite artists. Um, Maybe you could say Anthony's a better conversationalist than Gavin because he's more kind of engaging and Gavin's more performative. They're different skill sets. They're both amazing, unique talents. Yeah. So that I mean I would love to be a Corolla. I don't think it's that hard to get. It's not pretentious to use. Steven Crowder, I've said this on many live streams. That's the only show that hasn't asked me on, and I don't know why. It's interesting. I actually, so like I know Iceman mentioned me on the show this week. I know Owen said, "Why don't you have Malice on?" I think Crowder's wife, or does he have a wife or something in his orbit, was reading my book, so it's very weird. Uh, um, to me. Oh, Tom Arnold. I would love to interview Tom Arnold. I would love to do Tom. I love to have Tom Arnold to do an interview with him. That'd be so fun. Oh, good for him. Good for Ethan. I don't want to ascribe any motivations to people. Malice blacklisted, yeah. Oh, that's terrible. And wasn't he the one on Rogan who was like defending having marijuana be illegal? Wasn't that Crowder? So John Taylor Gatto. Yeah, okay. So I don't know. I think it would be. I would definitely want him in person so we could get a little heated. Because otherwise, on Skype, someone can just kind of uh, boot the interview. James Woods. He doesn't follow me, that fucker. He's hilarious. No, he did with Crowder, because I'd want to challenge him on some things, especially his stuff about Planned Parenthood that he said. Yeah, he was suspended for 12 hours. James Woods. Yeah. Godzilla jeans. You can goggle it. Gary Johnson. Oh God. Good Lord. Hey, Drew. Well, that's very sweet. That's nice. I don't go to any Soho Forum events. I can't say why, but I don't. You will almost certainly never see me at a Soho Forum event. Comfortably Smug, I think, is going to come out at some point as his name, so I would get him on when that happened. He's very funny. I think I do know who. I don't. Yeah, I would go on. Is Cumtown just about sex? Come on, jerk offs, cook being cheap. Thank you for that based comment. I will definitely have Neon Taster on. We follow each other. Love him. Um. I saw him perform when he opened for Legion of Skanks. Uh, at uh Caroline's. That's where I saw Big Jake perform. It was hilarious. I'll get Nick Mullen on. Yeah, I don't know. Uh, who's Frank Hennehatter? What the? It sounds like a Nazi. All these names you people have. Who is this guy? I don't know who he is. Horror comedies. 68 years old. I don't know who this is. Oh, Basket Case. Okay. Oh, fuck yeah. I love Basket Case. I love Basket Case. David Burge does not follow me back. Iowa Hawk blog. He's amazing. Yeah, I love all the Basket Case movies. I was this close to getting a Basket Case lapel pin. They made them. Basket Case lapel pin. Let me show you guys. And they made it with like a hinged lid to the case. No, there's several of them. I don't remember where it is now, but they have basket. And I'm like, should I wear this? But it was too kitschy. I decided. Oh my god, there's like 10 different ones. That's so cool. Huh. Owen interview is Tuesday. Brian McClanahan doesn't travel. I definitely have him on my short list. Uh, I love Brian. Great guy. What is Siege? I don't know what Siege is. This is for a monster. Well, thank you. That's for a monster and a half. They're only $2 here. If only that monster were as sweet as you. David Andrew. Who's David Andrew? Paul Krugman. Do I know David Andrew? Best part about living in New York City. I don't know. Maybe how many things there are to do here? Yeah, I have that Andy Milonakis disease. It's true. That's why I look like I'm 8 years old. Do you think our moon and Mars colonies will have legal independence from Earth, or will Earthers maintain control? I think at that point the nation state will have been long gone, in my opinion. David Angelo is a comedian libertarian that goes on Fox regularly. That sounds, let me see. Huh. Oh, he has accounts are protected. Okay, that's weird. I wonder why he did that. Interesting. I did not fast. Owen Schroyer. All these names. I feel like Owen Schroyer. Why do I know that name too? Good lord, I am old, man. I'm forgetting a lot of these names. Oh god, Owen, yeah, of course, from InfoWars. My friend has a crush on him. Yeah, my friend has a huge crush on him. Yes, Saint. I went to Saint Anselm. It's a great uh, um, restaurant in Williamsburg. We went there on Friday, and I'm like, "How long is the wait for a table?" And she goes, "It's about 3.5 hours." But she said like matter of fact, so it was like on a sitcom because I thought she was joking. Any plans to breed? Not particularly. Um, I'd love to try. Are anarcho-communists true anarchists? Yes, they were the first anarchists. Read a book. I have not had cat Tim. The Fox people are annoying to get. They're very annoying to get. AOC. Please never have cat Tim on. I didn't sit at the bar. We didn't wait for 3.5 hours. We went somewhere else. It was just so weird. She's like, oh, it's 3.5 hours. And I'm like, are you trolling me? It was perfectly delivered. And she was serious. Joe Quirk and I know each other. I met him at Voice and Exit in Austin, where Cody Wilson stood up the event, and that's why I told people that he has AIDS. Sorry, Cody. I did start that rumor about you. Uh, God, I am I can't, as scary as it is to be in, how scary is it is to go on the lam to Taiwan and get arrested there. Get Michael Rechtenwald. Yeah, Tom Woods told me I should get him on. The problem is when I have people, here's something that's a real issue. When I have people on who aren't names, the viewer numbers are an order of magnitude lower. So that's really kind of a dilemma for me as a host. So I don't know how to handle that because I think I had some really great guests in the last few weeks, but the numbers aren't there. Owen is on Tuesday. So, yeah, I know. My friends went to Hillsdale with Kat Timpf. Um, I'm excited that, and Monday I have the legal read for the book. The lawyer calls me. So she's the first person, other than the editor, who has a vested interest and who obviously liked the proposal to read the book. So it'll be very interesting. And she's Jewish, obviously. So it'll be very interesting to hear what she has to say. Let me actually look her up. Oh, she emailed me from her legal account. I replied, and she replied back from Gmail, so she clearly works from home. Oh, and her website is not set up. The domain name is not set up. Interesting. Okay, she needs to get it together. Okay. Bill O'Reilly's not NCAP. Who's Abby Martin? Oh, is she the one from South America that got John Stossel to delete his tweet and apologize? I mean, yeah, if I have the show twice a week at some point, then I could have two guests. Like a rando, and not a rando, but someone who's not as known, and then someone who is more prominent. I would love to interview Ross. I mean, that would be, what did if Jewish tribalist shit? Good point. I would have Yaron Brook on in a second. I would love to interview him about Rand and objectivism. I mentioned him in the book. I have read I've read that Margit book. I didn't like it at all. All I remember from that book is that he would, when Margit von Mises was typing, would type out the manuscripts from Ludwig von Mises, and if she made a typo, instead of using whiteout, she had to start the whole thing over, the whole page. So yeah, 300 people here watching this calamity. What other Ein stuff do I have to show you? I mean, I don't know. I have not weighed the sponge. It was huge. It filled up literally half my suitcase. It was, and I had to make the suitcase with the expanded top, too, to fill it out. Kevin Williamson? Oh God, I'd be scared to talk to him. Yeah. So, what do you guys think of this week's Nightshade? Anything that you thought was kind of funny or interesting? Vic Berger. That's funny. That has been on. Yeah, that sponge is hard to top. Is 300 people small? I think it's a pretty decent number. I can't get Glenn Beck. He's too big a name. Well, thank you, Larry. That's very nice. I think Kevin is antagonistic, and I think it would get ugly. Yeah, Matt Hughes. You know how they when Superman was I have had Scott Adams on. When Superman was created, they say he's more powerful than a locomotive. Matt Hughes actually is. He got hit by a train. Chris D'Elia, I don't know. Is that one of Tom's people? Get his xenomorph from. I would have to plan a trip to L.A. to be on Rogan. I'm sure I could do that. Yeah, Billy Corgan knows who I am. I definitely have him on my list, so that is a possibility. Should I be playing the piano or something? Is that what Owen does? Greatest American anarchist. Is Emma Goldman really an American? It's got to be. I mean, I don't know who else there is except for Rothbard, really. Chomsky's an anarchist, yeah. An LA trip fund, yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah. How do you know Jose Rogan? Yeah, that's what I should do. I should have a LA trip fund, and then when I get the money, I'll hit up Rogan to be back on his show. Oh God, Hoppa's so funny. The Who? Certainly not. First, for to begin with, I've never heard such conspiracy. Certainly, St. Martin's is hardly an example of capitalism, and what the new right teaches you is how to be free. I don't know what BR libertarian means. I don't. Spooner, like Stefan, you're wrong. Spooner is very mixed because he's so big on jury nullification. So, wait, what was BR in reference to already? Oh, uh, Cantwell. I interviewed Cantwell for. Joe does not fly out his guests. I interviewed Cantwell for the book. Oh my God! If I go on Joe Rogan and bring the sponge, and just don't explain it, just sit it down and stare at him. You know, Stefan, I realized something about IP today. Social justice warriors are not only terrible in general, they believe in IP vis-a-vis and in a communist way vis-a-vis cultures. So cultures have intellectual property with their clothes and food. So it's IP, a communist IP. It's absolutely crazy. So Andrea Santinel. I feel like every one of these live streams, when I don't know what to talk about, it's just like, hey, here's some ideas for guests. Best pizza slices. There's a few great pizza slices in New York, but you can't go wrong with Joe's. And there's like four of them now. Um, Janiel Schulman. Hey Jackie. Hey Wacky Jackie. I shouldn't say it. Okay, Wacky Jackie. All right. Which airport? I always fly out of JFK because it's closer enough to my house. The others are a pain in the ass. No, please do suggest guests, but I mean, there's nothing I can really say in a response. Um, I love that gif of Alex Jones turning around wearing a tinfoil hat and like mugging at the camera. I love that gif. He's really been. They've gotten him for PayPal too, right? They really hit him in a lot of places. Favorite U.S. city other than New York City? I don't know. My other favorite cities are Canadian because I'm a hipster. Yes, that's a real ping pong and glass next to my shoulder. I do like pineapple on pizza. I love it with ham. I love Hawaiian pizza. Jessica Wright, I don't know. Yeah, PayPal got him. I don't know about this Linux war at all. Jews can't eat ham. We'll this one can. No, you have to pronounce it GIF because Jif is a brand of peanut butter. So if there's a name that's going to be confusing, you use the least confusing pronunciation. The end. Uh, who's Carol's? I don't know what Carol's is. Of course I know Chris Chan. Please. Are you a Mablet? Yeah, I'm a Mablet. Yeah, nice retraction, idiot. You're an idiot. Everyone laugh at Wake Anthem because he fucked it up. You're stupid. Hey, stupid. Uh, yeah, yeah, dumbass. What a dumbass. Um, I'm losing viewers because everyone realizes there's no point to this. Oh, the secret to trolling on Twitter. Don't be ashamed of. Don't be worried about people thinking that you're dumb. That's a good start. That's a really good start. I should get someone for Nightshade to talk about this Linux thing. Who should I have call in to talk about Linux on Nightshade? That would be really cool. That's what I'll do because that's something that matters to people. Yeah, I will ask Owen about the Joe Rogan thing. Well, thank you so much. Okay, 288, Bill Gates. You should have Steve Jobs on. Perry Metzger. Got Jackie. I'm on a cut, as you can see from the cheekbones coming back. Now I'm gonna do a lean gains thing. What's the liner things? I don't know what that means. Victor David Hansen. I know that name too. There's a delay, so when you guys are just shouting a name, I don't know what that means. Car, you bastard? I don't know what that means either. If you had a chance to interview, if you had a change to interview Ayn Rand, what would be your first question? What do you like best about me? Oh, Michael Moynihan. He's very funny. I don't know what I would talk to him about though. I love talking to him. He's awesome. I've done We the Fifth once. Tiffany Trump. Oh, I feel bad for her. Hello, Herman. Hello, Herman. God, Lou Rockwell. Jesus. Um, Custom voice directions for Waze app. I don't know. Who are all these names? I don't know any of these. Ron Ons, yeah. Yeah, sure. All these names. Good lord, you people have a lot of suggestions, and I am very very pleased with the guests that we have coming up. Uh, I'm gonna get Hyde on at some point, and also the Hoppa interview is the 9th of October. Um, yeah, I know who Sam Harris is. I'll have Hyde on because they defend social justice in the new book, and he outs himself as a Democrat, so and a moderate, and he's been trying to kind of play all sides. So yeah, Owen's live stream is going to be on Tuesday at 12:30 on. Why would I wear Yeezys for fuck's sake? Hi, I haven't planned on getting Sam Hyde in the near future, but he's on my list. I'm sure I could get him. Could I bench Owen? Owen probably weighs what, 240? I couldn't bench Owen. 12:30 p.m. noon. I can't get Sam Hyde. I don't want Yeezys. I will not wear them. That's the exact opposite of what I look for in shoes. No. God, Camille wears them. I fucking clowned him for days. How could I outrun Owen? He's like 8 feet tall. Favorite leftist writer is Mises. I'm not gonna wear Yeezys under any circumstances. I have Schlichter on. He's coming on in 2 weeks. Easy Fund. Those are expensive, aren't they? Aren't they really expensive? Yeah. So, oh, okay. Schlichter doesn't do audiobooks? That's terrible. Really? He's got. I'm imagining he has a good voice. He called into Nightshade once to break down this lawsuit thing. I would love to get Christina Huff Summers. Absolutely. She doesn't follow me either. That's annoying. And Jordan Peterson, Paul Joseph Watson wouldn't follow me back. So I did leg day today. Which Obama should I interview? Yeah. So you tweet at her to get her to follow me back, and then we'll have a conversation. I read her book in college, freshman year, like a long time ago. Why won't you wear a Tal Libre d'Orange scents? Oh, I love the brand. I just haven't found any scents that I like. I highly recommend that brand for people new to fragrance because they're all innovative and weird and cool. It's really fun to experiment with them. Absolutely, highest possible recommendation. That line. Who would you want to have read out Dear Reader for an audiobook? There is an audiobook. Good Lord. It's scroll up, Anna. The name's over there. I do not like old books. Ayn Rand loves Victor Hugo. I read The Man Who Laughs. I hated it. I read very, very quickly. What else can we talk about? Guys, it's really exciting to see this book actually coming to fruition. May's not that long away. The most overrated writer. Oh, that's obvious. It's what's his name? Between the World and Me. What's that book called? Ta-Nehisi Coates. He's by easily the most overrated writer. It's on Amazon already, but why pre-order now? You know, it's May. Comes out in May. Assuming this legal read goes okay. I'll hear from the lawyer. You'll be hearing from our attorney on Monday. Hunter Thompson is great. Now, overrated doesn't mean bad. It just means not as good as people think. But I think Hunter Thompson is very, very good. I cut out a whole chapter of the book about yeah. What is it about a book that makes you immediately like it or hate it? That's such a good question, and I don't know that I have a good answer because it's such a visceral response. There's lots of things. Like if they start addressing the reader, I hate that. I'm right away. I'm like, okay, this person doesn't know what they're doing. If it takes a while of introduction, that's really a problem. Um, Camille's been on already. People, he was like my third guest. Yeah, I'm doing the end notes right now. That's literally the last thing I have to do besides adding a Sylvia Plath quote and some stuff about Singapore. I've got 25 left to go. I have to do them for the Gavin chapter, the Pinochet chapter, the Ann Coulter chapter, the Milo chapter, and the Jared Taylor chapter. Now, it's the editor wanted it based on personalities, but they're just means to an end to have, like, for example, the Anne chapter is really about immigration, the Milo chapter is really about the universities. So that is that. Does anyone have any other questions that they want me to ask um, Owen before I bounce? They're at the end of the book. Fight Club the film. This is not even a question. I would never wear sandals, I don't think. The Pinochet chapter, you loser, is called Get in the Chopper, which is much better. Come on. Give me some credit here. I'm not an amateur. Okay. I'll ask Owen if he thinks I'm funny. Okay. Norm. Okay. I'll ask Owen about anarchism. Sure. That's an easy one. Okay. These are some good questions about Owen for Owen. He doesn't like anything about you, Bob. I'm sorry. James Joyce is obviously the most overrated author. That's technically true, but he has to get credit for, like, bringing modernism into literature. So he's overrated as an author in that he's not readable. So it's kind of weird like that. Although I do regard him as one of the three Antichrist figures of 20th century art. So he's very influential. Do you think the natural conclusion of conservatism is white nationalism? No, the natural conclusion of conservatism is progressivism. This is an absolute no-brainer. Um, I can't even imagine trying to read James Joyce. Like, what's the point? I can't wait to, I can't wait to speak in Canada at some university or something. It'd be so fun. I love Canada so much. Okay, I'll ask him about Crowder. That's fine. Your favorite fiction books? A lot of fiction sucks. It would probably be The Fountainhead, but that, I haven't read that in a very long time. Um, I can't think of any other. And a lot of children's book I really like. I was just in Montreal a couple of summers ago. Adored it. I love Canada. I'm not a Kurt Vonnegut fan, but I'm not a hater either. I've never read him. I don't like the people who like him though, so it's kind of made me wary. Over Skype, and we interviewing him over Skype. Okay, it's 10:30. Owen is Catholic, not Christian. That's pretty funny. Does anyone know what Michael's political ideas are? Yeah, I'm like Dave Smith. I'm a Romney Republican. All right. Is Rushdie unreadable? I believe it. I saw him on the street once. That was kind of cool. Favorite children's book might be The House of Arden. Uh, is there an aspect of anarchy you find difficult to accept? I don't think so. I don't think there is at all. Yeah. Okay. I will. You guys wanted. I hope this was entertaining. It was just an hour of me sitting here like an asshole. Of course, I would take a selfie. I've done that many times. That's Yeah, that's what I'll do. Next time, I'll do a Joe Rogan fundraiser to pay for my flight. Yeah, you could see what books I'm reading on my Goodreads. If you just go to goodreads.com. Why do certain alt writers go through NCAPism? Oh, that's easy. Because it's a red pill thing. And at a certain point, you take the whole bottle of red pills, and then you end up in full blown Nazism. Because then you start questioning literally everything, assuming everything's a lie, instead of the fact that progressivism is truth based and manipulated, um, or has elements of truth. Uh, yeah. Okay. So going back to doing my work, I'm also glad this is the first beer I had in like a year, and I didn't get hungover. I used to get hungover very, very easily, and that's why I don't. Your new accent shows when you say asshole. I don't know what that means. Um, I'm going to yeah. So Owen's on Tuesday. Oh, by the way, I have two boxes of red pills signed by Mencius Moldbug, and I put it on Twitter if anyone wanted to buy them, and no one did. So if you guys want a box of red pills, which are Mike and Ike's, I'll even send you the pictures. Autographed by Mencius Moldbug. Uh, I'll show you what they were. Mike, Ike, red. It was these. So whoever. Yeah, that was pretty fun. I got him to sign those. I thought everyone would be all over them. I thought this would be the coolest thing you could frame and hang in your house. But no one. I don't even remember how much money I wanted for them. Oh, and by the way, no, they weren't the hot tamales. They're the Mike and Ike's. Yeah. Okay. I am like soap. I don't know what you mean by like soap. I do like soap. I like being clean, although I'm filthy now. By the way, if you guys subscribe to Compound, and by Compound I mean Gas Digital, and by Gas Digital I mean this live stream. If you subscribe to Gas Digital, you get to be in the chat room when I'm interviewing Owen, so that will be a lot of fun, um, for people. So you could ask him questions directly. So that is going to be awesome. Well, glycerin soap is terrible. It vanishes too quick. It lasts. It's very ephemeral. Okay, back to work for me. See you all on Tuesday and Monday for Nightshade. Is Mr. Medeker in New York? I'm scared he'd make a video about me. But other than that, I will see you all on Monday, and then on Tuesday. I'm sure a lot of you will be watching that Owen interview, and it's going to be a really fun time.